And well guys, here I can use the high polish to try to polish a little bit this part here where I can smooth. Let me see, yeah. And here we will keep the landmark, of course. And now I can try to let me polish these guys here. I will make more Style Z cartoon. So let me polish here inside too. So yeah, it's okay. Then we're gonna refine it, of course. So here and here on this part, maybe here I can try to cut a little bit. Use high polish here too. So let me check here, smooth a little bit. It's okay. This part it's a little strange. We're gonna increase it then. So let me use the high polish here a little bit too. Here, and remember it's Style Z, so we need make these things. Let me come back to this original color. So here we will try to duplicate that, so I can duplicate and I can separate this part here. Let me press Ctrl Shift and select lasso. Let me see here. It's okay. And now here I can do hidden and close holes. If you are not using my preset, you can come here in geometry, go in geometry and modify geometry. Modify topology. And where you are, let me see, I think it's subtool, merge. No, it's geometry, modify topology, close holes. Here, close holes. It's okay. Here, close holes. So I will press close holes. So now I can use the Dynamesh again. And now here I can just reset the pivot and put here. Of course, it's not the best way, but let me see here. Can rotate a little bit. I can maybe inflate to the side a little bit. Let me see this element here. It's okay. So here I can try to change the position, maybe more on this way, more straight, something like that. And here this part more up. So it's okay. Now I can try to press Ctrl, make something like that. Just testing, of course. Let me see here. I can press 6, change the direction here. Maybe rotate a little bit on this way. Let me see here. Increase a little bit. So let me invert it and rotate a little bit and scale a little bit on this way. And here, let me check this guy here. I can press Ctrl W. And here the same thing. So now I can press here and press Ctrl W. Ctrl, sorry, only Ctrl, and scale this guy and make more or less on this way. So more or less on this way. Let me check here if it's okay or not. 6. Let me select the end here. It's kinda on this way. And here we have this element. Let me see. Let me rotate it maybe. Rotate here. Yeah. This part here. Let me check. It's not the best way, but it's working. Let me try to find a good connection here. So maybe this information here. Maybe. So of course we need to fix this element yet, but it's okay. Because we need to think about the structure yet. I'm using the move topological, so basically this brush will affect only the my mesh with polygroup. So if I use, for example, just the move brush, when I move, I will move out the mesh, and move topological will affect the groups, each group. So here, of course, it's okay here. Same thing here. More or less on this way, here too. Well, then I will fix these elements. So it's okay. Yeah, and now we need to fix the... Let me see this guy here. It's kind of this way here. This silhouette. It's kind of this way. Let me see on this part. Yeah. Maybe I need make a different selection here. So let me test. I think it's better on this way. Or not. Let me check it. Well, then we need to increase that. But it's okay for now. I will put this finger here. To finish the overall idea, then we need to try to find a good pose for it and refine again until we have a good visual, a good design. Maybe these gaps here, it's too big or not. Let me see this position here. Maybe it's not necessarily too big. Let me check here. Wow, I think it's a little better on this way. Let me use the high polish brush here. So it's okay. Wow. Let me make this landmark here. This connection will need be very clean to. Let me see here. So let me maybe try to find something here, maybe. Let me check it. We will add something here. Let me see these points here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I will try to find these elements. Maybe I will select this guy. Auto groups. And just will move up. Yeah. So now it's okay. And here. Yeah. It's okay for now. Let me see this side. Here we need a curve, a little bit of curve, of volume, of course. So I can smooth here. Let me check here. This shape. It's too flattened yet, but it's okay. And here I needed this guy here. Yeah. So in next video, guys, we're gonna continue adding the other finger here and try to find something that works. Maybe make the pose, for example, here and here and here, here and here and here, something like that. For example, here we have this expression. We can try to define a random expression here, but how you can see, we have a simple structure here that it's working. So save it. In next video, we're gonna continue step by step, step by step. So see you in next video, guys. Hey guys, so continuing here, basically we're gonna select this part and well, let me see here. I think I will duplicate just to have it's kind of backup. Now I will do hiding, and let me see. I think I can merge these guys here. So let me see. Merge down, where you are. Merge down. It's okay. And now I will remesh it. Or not. Let me put this guy here. on this way here. It's connected. The Dynamesh will work better. Okay, now I can merge all it. And well, let me check this part here. Maybe let me separate it again, or not. Let me, well, I think I have something here. It's active the was it active the modeler. It's kind of the modeler. So okay, let me make a mask, and I will move down a little bit this guy here, and this guy I will make a mask and try to move a little bit on this way. It's okay. So let me check here this guy and this one, and try to move a little bit here and try to pose again on this direction maybe. Let me see this line here where you were. Well, let me select this direction here. So let me check more or less on this way. So let me polish here a little bit. So now I can merge all these parts, and of course we need to fix these elements yet. So let me see here. Let me increase this part, this element. Let me smooth a little bit here. 7, the high polish here, more or less. I think we need to increase a little bit, change the structure here, and this part here I think maybe more on this way. Let me check this way, this shape here. And here too. Let me add volume here. So now I can smooth a little bit. And here in this situation I can try to remove a little bit this part, because we're gonna work with Style Z, so I can try to break the it's not organic visual, but it's smooth visual. We are trying to work with more hard shapes. So this question here. So here, let me check this element. I think we have more volume here. Let's see. Of course, then we're gonna work again here how this volume. Yeah, and here. Let me see. So let me check these elements. Let me smooth this part here. And of course here the part of this moment. So let me smooth this region a little bit. Here. So let me check this part here, try to have a more, it's kind of more clean and unique piece. It's not divided in a lot of elements. Here we can make this cut just to have an overall silhouette here. It's something that it's kind of something like that, because then we're gonna refine it. Yeah, and here we can try to put this information here. I can smooth a little bit to break the square shape. Here too. So press Alt here to simulate the nail. Dumb standard. It's okay, very simple yet, don't worry about that. And here we have directions. So let me see here. And press 0. And see the landmarks. Then we're gonna fix it too. It's okay. Maybe we need to fix it then again. So, well, I'm just doing very simple, because then we need merge these elements, try to find a good silhouette here. So let me select the outline. I can see basically this part here of the DT Mini, it's a little strange. Let me see on this view, this angle. So maybe here, this part here, maybe we can move this information here more on the root, a little more large on the root. So now it's better. And here make the break. So yeah. So let me check here. More or less here. So it's a little better. Of course, not perfectly, but here we can keep a space here. And this part, maybe it's a little strange. We will need to fix it. But it's okay for now, because we have a visual here, for example. The hand. Stylized hand, because now we can increase it and work as a stylized hand. Maybe here, this way, make more, something more like this one. Well, oops, let me try to make something more this way. Oh yeah, it's a little strong finger here, but it's okay for now. Go basically. Let me maybe move this information more out here, because it's in the same line here. It's a little strange. Maybe let me make a mask here, and here maybe try to push a little bit this element, this region here. It's okay. Let me see. The fingers here, I can try to press 8 or 6 and try to put more thin this finger to seem like a female. And here too. Maybe move up a little bit these elements here. This part too. So how you can see, we have these elements here more in diagonal. For example here. This way maybe. We will need to refine that. So it's okay, let me check this part. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's okay. I will save it again. 11. And let me check. I can merge here, merge down, and I will duplicate. I will rename to hand base copy and turn off the IO here. And this one I can, for example, merge everything. And let me smooth here. For example, here I can smooth a little bit. Well, and maybe try to separate a little bit here. And here I can try to use the zero mesh. Well, I will try to test it. And of course, for example, you can use it with the projectile, for example, to project the base mesh on a detailed hand or a better hand if you want, for example, or start from the low resolution to start sculpting. So basically, I like to use this workflow, so I will test with this low resolution just to see. And basically I need to redo and redo. So I will try to find a good visual, simple visual to continue the body, and I will not put a lot of energy in the body because we need to have the clothes, we need to have to make the clothes and all these elements. So we need try to have a basically body base mesh, then we can try to add some clothes sketch just to have a general idea about the composing and the elements. So I think next steps we're gonna sculpt the head, try to finish the head. The hair will be a challenge because it's a long hair, and how to translate it from the concept to the 3D, it's not difficult, but take a lot of hours. So here I am waiting yet. The zero mesh, it's calculating. Well, I could clean the polygroups. Maybe will be helpful to have a zero mesh more fast. But well, I will wait. Just wait. And how you can see I'm doing this, it's a little more square because it's not like a cylindrical finger, because our concept it's not cylindrical fingers, are more square. It's too low, but for example from this point we can start if we want. But how I was saying, these fingers are not cylindrical, it's more stylized, it's more square. So let me come back here and I will put 0.2 and make the same thing, remesh, and I will wait. So here it's working, the remesh progress. Come on, yeah. I don't know yet, so I press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Shift Z, because from this base mesh we can work. So basically redo the things. Well, this element it's a little strange, but I will. Let me go to geometry, zero mesh, here 0.2. Keep groups, adaptive, curvature. Well, I will put 0.5 maybe. And let me press Ctrl W to one polygroup only and zero mesh. So, well, target polygroups counted 0.2. No, I press ask, it's 0.5 and zero mesh. And of course we could do it very early, but well, it's okay for now. And then we can pose this finger and sculpt the pose at. Of course, it's dependent if it will be animated. You need to make a different pose. So let's go, almost there. Well, I think it's good. Here, let me see. Freeze border. Ask, sorry. Ask, no. Come on, save file project. Please, I remember that I forgot to save the project. It's extremely important. So, freeze border not letting me. Come on, saving project file in progress. I will wait for it. And well, let me load here my project again, just test. It's crashed, so let me press Ctrl N, T. Let me see. Well, we have the hand here, it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is initialize the brush. So it's extremely important always save the project, because here in ZBrush I don't like to use the quick save, because usually we have crashes with the quick save because we have millions of polygons. So because that it's extremely important to you always save your project. So here I will load again and select the basic material, press T, and the hands, and merged out, it's okay. And I will duplicate and rename that, and backup can be, and save again it, save as, can put 12, it's okay. And now here I can use the target to 0.7. Press Ctrl W or 1. Let me check 1 and press zero mesh. So how you can see, we have these questions about the crashes. These problems that we need to face it during the character creation, character process. So I am waiting, and basically next video, guys, we're gonna try to pose this hand. Oh, I forget to use the Dynamesh here. So let me smooth here. And here, let me smooth a little bit. It's okay, smooth. Ctrl W and remesh. And basically next video, we're gonna try to find a pose for this hand and continue the project. So we will not put a lot of energy on this hand because it's not necessary. Basically this silhouette, it's more important here and not the details, because we are working on Style Z character. So almost there, let's go. Let's go ZBrush. Yeah. Well, these elements. Here basically, guys, what I'm gonna do is work with the Dynamesh again. So let me see here. Let me try to fill this region here. Press Ctrl Z and smooth. 7, high polish brush. And here, and here. And here, 3. And Dynamesh again. Here, the same thing. I will try to use the high polish. Here, same thing. Here too. Oops. It's okay. And here too. Try to use the zero mesh, because then we can use the Dynamesh again if you want, for example. So let me check here. Almost there. And it's done. So is it, guys? Basically next video we're gonna continue how to repose it and reuse this space mesh. So see you in the next video. Hey guys, so continue our project. Basically here for this hand, what we're gonna do is use other hand as an example. So here, for example, we could use the female ZPR. So let me open this file. It's a preset. It's kind of preset file from ZBrush. And here we could use this hand as example to set our hand here, to set the character hand here and make the same position. So I always will recommend you use a reference. For pose, it's extremely important to use reference in 3D or concept, but I recommend if you have the option in 3D, you can use the 3D reference and make the same reference. It's extremely important. So this is not cheating. The 3D, it's like a normal life in 3D studio or working as a professional, because you need to optimize time and have a great result. Of course, if you are doing something to study, it's different. You will try to challenge yourself, but here we are simulating like as a normal day in studios, for example. But for this situation, we're gonna use this reference here. You can buy it if you want. For example, it's very low price, $4 only, and we're gonna use this hand as a reference. So what are we gonna do? Basically use this model. So, or you can use this one, it's free of course from ZBrush, but let me go to initialize ZBrush, and you can, for example, come here and sketchfab.com if you want to, and put 3D hand, and put here activity here the downloadable, and see hand if you want a different pose. Let me put hand pose that. Let me try to find something like that. It's okay, it's cool. And you can make the download and use these poses, for example, as a reference, as a guideline, because sometimes you are trying to put a pose without reference. It's very bad because will be a little fake. So if you have the option to use reference, all the time use that. So let's go continue here. I will load my file, Style Z character, and I will select the basic material. And basically I have the hand here, this hand. What I'm gonna do is reset the gizmo and put in the home or not. Let me pick to the model. It's okay. And what I'm gonna do here, it's active my reference here. I can select this guy. Of course, if you want, you can use the ZBrush freedom female. It's the same thing. Here I have enjoyed this pose. So basically what I'm gonna do here, it select only this hand, so I can press Ctrl Shift and select lasso to make this isolation here, and turn off the X, and I will keep only this hand here. So let me open the Karnak too. And what I'm gonna do here, it's basically select my hand, the hand here, and let me put here the Karnak. It's okay, it's working. And here I will try to set in the same position. Let me press Shift to rotate my hand. Let me see, well, 90 degree, and here more or less 118, and of course I can rescale and try to pose more or less in the same position here. So more or less in the same position. Let me see here the body, and I will turn off the arms too, and this region here too, because I just wanna work only on the hands here. Of course I could, for example, make polymesh 3D or merge these guys and work in other canvas here, but it's okay for now. Well, let me try. And basically what I'm gonna do here is try to reorganize this information here with my reference. Transparency, it's okay. Let me rotate a little bit here. Oh, Daniel, why you not use this base mesh here? It's because I wanted this style that I have created. Of course, I could use this hand that I have bought, but it's okay for me. I wanna use the hand that I have created. So basically now I will try to find something more stylized. And now I need use the brushes and try to find a good proportion here. I can use the mask here. And basically here, guys, then we will need to work with the maybe the Dynamesh again. So don't worry about that. Here it's more to have the overall structure. So here I can use the inflate brush. 6. I can in display initialize. Let me see. It's in display properties and turn on the double. Let me select this hand and turn on double. So now I can see the other side. Oops. Let me select my hand here. It's okay. And now I will try to pose in the same regions here. So, well, here I can try to move up a little bit. I can use inflate again. Try to put some informations here. Here, same thing. I am using the inflate only. I can make a mask here and try to rotate this guy a little bit. So let me try to pose this information. Basically, it's a very calmly workflow. Here, guys, it's a good way that what you can do when you need to pose something. So when you finish the project, you can select a 3D model, pose it, and use it as a reference to pose your own model. So it's extremely important to you use a reference. Don't be that guy that think I am a master and I don't need nothing. I can do everything from my mind. No, it's a bad way to follow. Always you need to use reference and work on this way. So here I will try move on this way. Let me see here. If we want, we can use the projectile maybe. So let me see here. Let me select this region here and try to change this structure, maybe a little more inflated. And this way. Okay. This region here. So let me put more inflated here. So let me see. The pose, very good. So it's better, how you can see. And now we're gonna pose the other fingers too. So basically it's it that I will do. So in next video, we're gonna continue, guys. It's always important you know how to divide the things. When I am studying, I use a different workflow from my professional works. For example, if I have a project that I have a deadline and I need to deliver it in 1 week, for example, it's different when I am studying hand anatomy for my own knowledge, for example. It's different if I need make a hand for a production. So keep it in your mind that you need to create different workflows for professional works and for project that you will make for yourself. So, well, I will save the project and put stylized character 14. And in next video, we're gonna continue, guys, setting these fingers posing based on this reference hand. So see you guys in next video. And well, guys, so basically we're gonna continue posing here, and let me select our base mesh. So how you can see, basically here we have a different silhouette for this hand. It's more on this shape, different from the realistic that is more this way. So of course, then if you want, we can change it. It's very simple. But for now, we're gonna use on this way, because let me open my reference here. I think the original hand from the concept here, it's something like that. So let me try to pose here. It's something like on this way, something like that. So of course, here on this point to this distance, we need increase. Of course, it's not a likeness, but it's important we know about that. And here we have this structure. So maybe if we make something like that, let me see. Maybe on this way. So yeah, something like that will works. So let me see here. Let me invert. Remember, you always can look for your own hand. So let me see here. And I can move a little bit here. In this part, it's a little different, so it's not time now to make this change, but well, let me move a little bit this part here, something like this one. Of course, here it's more posed yet, and here it's short. So let me inflate a little bit this part. It's too, I can smooth a little bit and inflate. I'm working with a low resolution here, so no problem about that. And maybe here we have more volume, maybe. And here if we want, but wow, and here it's more larger too. So this direction here, probably we will need information. So this planification here, but it's not a likeness. So for this moment, I can keep on this way. Very. So let's go. Let's continue. Remember here it's more to pose the elements. So what I'm gonna do now is try to pose all these fingers on this way. Then I will try to find the concept, similar concept reference. So it's extremely important you make the comparison between your model, your concept, and your others reference. For example, I am working with this hand here as a reference, but I need to keep in mind that I have a concept that I am following. So I need try to keep my model more close of my concept, my main concept. So take care about the a lot of reference and what a reference you are following. So let's go, let's continue. Maybe I will make this mask here. It's okay. So now I will try to increase a little bit. So let me see. Maybe I need make more large. Well, let me see. So maybe a little bit more large here, but take care about that. It's not too large. It's okay. I can press Ctrl W to create a polygroup here. So now I will make a mask. I can press Ctrl and here with transpose come until here and create the other mask here. So it's a calmly process that we need to follow very step by step. So press Ctrl and I will try to make a mask here. Press Ctrl W, Ctrl W. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay for now. Press Ctrl, make a mask. And try to fit it. Here, more or less on this way. Let me invert here. So I can try to increase this side here. Let me select again. Make a mask. Here. Try to increase a little bit. It's okay. Now I can rotate. More or less on this way. Let me see here. So basically it's a slowly process, guys. Don't worry about that. Put a song and make it very calmly. I'm doing here in real time because it's in real time, the course, but basically here it's a moment that you can do very calmly and watching something if you want, for example, watch a movie or watching some YouTube video to relax. Here we have the bones. Remember, distal, middle, and proximal. So we need to make this change, this movement. So basically here, probably let me move, maybe move up a little bit. And to the side. So I will select this guy. And move up. Now I will try to find the phalanx. Let me see if it works. And let me smooth a little bit, pressing Ctrl and try to increase a little bit this finger, and here make this transition. Let me see here. More or less on this way. 6. And try to find more or less this position. Here it's a little strange. More or less on this way. Here I can use the inflate or 3D clay brush to inflate a little bit. Then we're gonna rework. out here. Let me see. Maybe we need to reorganize this pose. 6. Let me see here. This element. I can use inflate here. 6. Here, more or less on this way. This we have, for example, here the proximal mirrored stuff. So this point maybe we need to fix it. So here maybe on this point we need to move up a little bit this region. So maybe on this way. 6 and try to move here. More or less on this way. Then we're gonna fix it, but this region here, it's a little strange. This point here, it's okay, but here, let me press 0, Alt, try to put this information here maybe. So it's okay. Here I can add a little of volume this way. Remember, it's a low resolution, so no, it's normal we have these problems. So here we have this question of polygons. So it's okay a little bit. Then we need to fix that again and again. Let me see. This region here. So how you can see, we're gonna put a lot of energy here to try to fix these elements. So basically here, let me select the select rect. Basically here, guys, I think here it's too, we need to reduce this part, and here change this element, and here make this movement, rotate. And here, so more or less on this way. So it's something like these directions and not smooth it. So it's okay. For now it's okay. Let me see my pose here. I'm looking for my hand. It's kind of this element here. It's kind of this way. So let me check. it's a little different here. And this part here, it's a little different. It's more aggressive. And here something like that maybe. Well, we need increase the other fingers, of course, to have the same a good result. So here we make a mask. So how you can see, basically sometimes I like to spend time, for example, in this situation for the hands or feet, if I have feet with toes and all those things, because are things that will take a lot of time to make simple things. So I like to solve it in the beginning, to then I can fix. I can focus only on the other parts. For example, for on the head, in the clothes and all these things. So I like to. It's not the bad part, but the part that will take time of my day. I like to solve very in the beginning stage, in the initial stage. So is it, guys? In the next video, we're gonna continue to pose these guys here, these fingers here. So see you in next video. Well, guys, so continuing here, basically, maybe seems that this finger it's a little different. Of course, we need keep in mind that it's a concept here. Here it's 3D. We have perspective. We have it's kind of real world, and here it's static. So sometimes the image here will be not the same thing that in 3D, for example. Or if I make it in 3D, will be not the same position exactly like the concept, for example. But well, I feel like this point here and here this distance and here it's a little different. So let me maybe this region, maybe let me see. I'm looking for my own hand. So let me try to make this movement here. Yeah, I think it's a little more up on this way. It's kind of something like this way, this direction, then come here. So I will try to make it. Maybe I will test, of course. And well, let me move a little bit. So let me move. And this part I will be fixed. And this region here need to be rotated maybe. Let me check here. Well, let me make the mask again. So it's a time that you need keep in mind that you need be very calmly. So let me try to rotate this part here. Try to fix something like this one. Or let me press Control Alt to remove this part here. It's okay, it's a little better. Maybe on this region. So now it's a little more expression here. So let me smooth this region here. So this part here more up. This design. So let me check here. This element here. No. Yeah. This region here too. Maybe on this way. Let me check here. Something like that. Yeah. I think it's going well. This question here will be maybe a problem. So let me move this guy here, shift to smooth it. And here and here. Wow, it's not working. Shift, come on, please. It's okay, and here it's okay too. We have this gap, so it's not here, it's more here. Let me check here. Something like a V. Well, it's okay, we will not spend a long time here. But how you can see, basically to make these things in low resolution, sometimes to fix it, it's a little better, more ease. So here we have the little volume here, because here it's kind of the phalange start here, and basically we have the bone of the proximal phalange here, and here the metacarpal bone. So we have this volume more or less on this way here. And so it's a little bit here. So it's okay. And basically we can try to pose this part here too. So let me see, I'm looking for my hand too. So let me invert it and change a little bit the position of the finger. It's okay here, and let me check. And let me see here. So this finger, I'm looking for my hand to see the rotation. For example, here we have this finger for this rotation, and here it's the same thing. So I can rotate a little bit on this side and move up a little bit and make the same thing here. This way, more or less in the same position here. So let me move a little bit. And let me see this question. And let me try to fix that. This question here. So, well. And now I need to try to make something like this one. Let me try to do that. Oops. I'll make a mask. And basically, guys, it's working very calmly. So here and this direction. Let me check here. It's a little upnet. More or less for this side. And I will try rotate a little bit. And here let me press Ctrl Z and I will create a polygroup here. So now I can work only on this way. So let me smooth a little bit this part. A little bit. Maybe inflate here. Try to fix this region. Let me check here. And smooth this region. Let me put more on this way. So here a little bit, smooth that. And now I will try to make this region here to the other position too. Very simple. So let me see. Let me see this finger here. It's okay. Maybe this guy need to be separated, and maybe I need to rotate a little bit. And press 6 and move here. More or less on this way. And I will make the same thing here in GG Mini. Let me see. Press Ctrl W. And I will try to move up a little bit. You can use your own hand as a expression, remember that. And here more or less on this way. To make this movement here. I think this movement it's okay for now. Maybe with the polish Dynamesh here will be very helpful. Maybe I have created a polygroup here. And let me check here. Oops. Let me clean this part. It's okay. Now I will try to select this guy here and create a variation here. But it's okay here. This finger it's too big. It's kinda something like that. And this guy here, it's a little strange too. Let me see here. Yeah, I think I need to fix this part a little bit yet and make more female style here. But it's okay, we have a simple pose and we need to fix this region here yet a little bit. So in next video, in next class, we're gonna continue to fix that. So how you can see, very simple, but we need going step by step very calmly because it's a delicate part of the body. So see you guys in next video.